country where lots of people will be travelling home on public transport and feeling very, very agitated.
Charlie, of what the Prime Minister said on Twitter. He said the appalling incident on a train near Huntingdon is deeply concerning, which I'm sorry, but I find that a terrible understatement. He said, my thoughts are with all those affected and my thanks go to the emergency services for their response. And then anyone in the area should follow the advice of the police. So, you know, be good, do as you're told by the authorities. I just feel he doesn't get this right. What he's doing yet again, Charlie, is failing to empathise with how his people are feeling. And that is a combination of anger, fear, and vulnerability. He doesn't articulate, does he, in his response to these events, what I would describe as an appropriate emotional response. Now, the Prime Minister would say this isn't a time for emotion. GB News, he might say this isn't about emotion, this is about having a calm head and telling people what they should and shouldn't do in the event. And of course he's right to thank the emergency services. That should always be included in any of these statements. But our inbox tonight, Charlie, is echoing the point that I'm trying to make here, which is that we feel we're living in a sort of fatherless community. We need a strong figure at the helm at the moment, and he just doesn't get it right, does he?
You're absolutely right, Bev. What's missing, particularly when it comes to incidents like tonight, is leadership. And yes, of course, it's absolutely right, as you said, to praise the emergency services who've responded, who've also put their lives on the line in tackling this incident. But it's not about saying necessarily just to anybody in the area, you know, heed the advice. You know, that's slightly common sense. Shabana Mahmood, the Home Secretary, in her tweet, obviously again rightly to praise emergency services, but encouraging us all not to speculate. Well, we don't need to hear that from politicians. What we need is somebody, as you say, to get the tone spot on, to exercise a bit of leadership and say that this is a horrific incident. The police are working through the night to get to the bottom of it, to get through all the information that they need to be able to inform the public. This is an awful, awful event, a callous attack on innocent passengers that were just travelling from Doncaster and through north to south to London King's Cross. And everybody, thoughts and prayers will be with those individuals and with those passengers. And, you know, the whole country stands against this kind of vile atrocity, these vile attacks that take place all too often, and show that sort of, as you say, that emotional connection that many people will be feeling. They'll be angry that again another attack has taken place. There is another crime in our great country, one of huge magnitude that obviously dominates all the coverage that it's getting tonight and will obviously tomorrow and the days to come.
Yeah. Okay, Charlie, stay with us from London. Charlie.